dollars to the wild, put your sack on the track, ho.
Knocking at the door. Probably a couple junkies.
You acting funny, like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. I keep my head up, keep getting better. Built this rap god, I'm going platinum again. You acting funny, like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. Dominating your domicile, in and out, just like a robbery. Call the cops now.
Well, welcome everybody to Let the Record Spin, episode number 3.
Oh, you tiki now? Go ahead, light your torch.
Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Let go. Sit back, relax, don't go act a fool. We gon' puff some weed and keep on acting cool. I'm on that chill shit, always keeping it real shit. The vibes going up like the smoke in the room, cuz
It's the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show. This the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Yo, what is good, SGR crew? We are back at it. You are watching Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we got a special VIP for you. I'm just going to send him another link right quick, because he said he logged into it, but I don't see him in the waiting room, so I'm just going to send him a new one. Alright. And we should have him here in no time. How are y'all doing? Happy Saturday to you as well, H. Good to see you, brother. I hope you've been well. Hope you and the family have been doing good. Always a pleasure to have you in the chat, my guy. Man, it's hot as fuck out here. Yeah, on IG. If I need to send it by email, I could do that as well. However we need to do that. That's what I'm talking about, that beach life, my guy. This IG should be running slow, bro. What'd you guys do at the beach? You have some picnic or something? Alright, I just sent it to him. We spent the morning painting a mural. Oh, that's fire. That's what's up, man. What'd you guys end up painting? Were you doing some animals and stuff? I know what it was. It was a picture of you riding the dolphin. That would have been fire ass picture. That would have been fire. Got cowboy hat on, so Spurs. That'd be fire. Oh, that's dope, man. So like lettering or pictures as well. Ooh, I like that space shit, dude. Like the weed club I got to, it's got murals all over it, on the fencing and on the building itself, and it's kind of like underwater shit. You know what I'm saying? But it looks so cool. It looks like smoke underwater. It's crazy. Rock on. How you doing? Big salute. Good to see you. Come on, get this hug. Come on. That's that good stuff right there. I love that. She was doing a whole backyard of murals of lush garden. Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. I like scenery. I like scenery portraits and shit like that. That shit is fire. I'm not even good at drawing stick figures, so, you know. There he is. There he is. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him, guys. We got him, y'all. Yo, Thought Provokah, what is going on, my guy?
Peace. What's going on?
Hey, so good to have you come through, man. I'm sorry about the link mix-up or issue or whatever it may have been. I apologize for that, man.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, man. How is how are you in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so because your swag just it completely screams New York, man. So shout out to you and that New York flavor, man. I'm out here on the West Coast vibing it with that shit. So your shit is touching all kinds of places, my dude.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you for rocking with me, brother.
Absolutely, and a big shout out to H from WVCC Radio for setting up the interview. We appreciate you, H, man. You've always been a nice, humble dude, and I appreciate the work that you do and the support that you give to these artists, man. It's super valuable, man.
Absolutely. Shout out to H, man. That's my guy.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. So thought provoker, man. First off, love the name, man, because if we in hip hop, right, you should be thinking about some things, right? Like it ain't just
Absolutely.
it ain't just all fun and games all the time, or drugs and cars and throwing my dick around all the time. It's like real shit.
Right, right.
And your content, focuses on those issues and things like that. I've been doing a little bit of research and homework on what you're doing. What put you on that path, man?
Well, growing up, I want to say that pops stressed education. I was a little knucklehead, but I was a reader a lot. I had
Nice.
heard and I heard Pun use the dictionary and wrote all his rhymes out, and sort of copied the dictionary. And then you kind of compare that to what Malcolm X did when he got locked up as well. And it just kind of stuck. I always loved the MCs that could make you think. The Nas's, the Pharaoh Monch, the Black Thoughts, Skyzoo, early on when I used to listen to him, Cunny Linguist, uh who else? UGK, big influence as well, Outkast. So those that the MCs from that ilk, like, formulated and shaped and molded what I am today.
That's what's up, man. Great role models too, man. Because all those people that you had listed, you never heard any
Hmm.
ill shit from. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't
Nah.
ever in the club shooting themselves in the leg like Plexico. Some dumb shit, right? So
Oh, nah, Big L was, and that's funny you say that. Big L was the first person that made me want to rap, and he was bugged out in the record, so you know
uh,
what I mean.
I heard that. I heard that. And shout out to motherfucking old dirty bastard. You know what I'm saying? Like even though he was wise as shit, he was still fucking like a bit of a shithead, like we all were when we were young. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to ODB, it's my guy too.
Facts. Rest in peace, my guy. That's what's up. So you in New York, dude? You grew up in New York?
Yeah, man. Originally born in Harlem Metropolitan Hospital. Moved around New York a lot. I mean, I went from Harlem a couple of years. I was in the Bronx for like the first 2 years of my life. Then I went up to Middletown, New York, what they call upstate. Lived in Port Jervis. I've lived pretty much everywhere. That's why, like, my moniker when you hear me rap a lot of times, especially at live shows, I say 845 NYC because that's where I spent the majority of my time.
Nice, nice, nice. And you're surrounded by greatness in New York. I mean, really, Brooklyn, Harlem. These are the birthplaces of hip hop, man.
Hmm.
Um, if if you had to choose one of the legends from the block, man, who would that legend be to do a record with, man?
Yeesh, yeah. Ah. Well, spent time in Harlem. A lot of my time in Harlem. Um, I would definitely have to say, if I could, like anybody, it'd be Big L. Um, I'd love to do a record with Big L. I just recently saw Cam did a record with J. Cole, from the Dipset compilation. You know what I'm saying? Did the I'm Ready remake. I love that. I'd love to do a record with Cam. Mace, Murder Mace from Children of the Corn,
Oh, okay.
even Bad Boy Mace, like people like that. And I have to take a trip to Queens, get one with Nas, and then and get one with Big, and one with KRS. I try to go to all boroughs and get one with
Hell
Cool G
yeah.
Rap too. Bring Cool G Rap and Master Ace with him. Like, you know
Woo!
what I mean?
Straight up legends, man. I love it. I love it because I did notice through your catalog there that you do sample some old school. Like I noticed you did a tribe called Quest beat. You know,
hmm
um, you. I don't know if it's your parents' influence or what, man, but I do like the old school style in which you talk and which you know the old boom bap stuff. You know, um,
hmm
have you ever have you ever taken that outside of your comfort zone?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I have a album called Shadow Work where it's not even there's I would want to say atmospheric beats on there. A lot of double time. I do rap fast sometimes on a lot
Okay.
of double time. My newest album, Journaling My Thoughts, where there is some boom bap sound there, but I do have some stuff where I'm dealing with more, like I said, atmospheric, more trappy, more vibey, songs. And yeah, I step outside that comfort zone a lot, but the comfort zone is, my roots.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that because you know you have your sound. You know what I'm saying.
hmm
You've obviously been doing this for quite some time. Um,
Right.
you have your sound. You know who you are, but to be able to take that step and for the fans to hit play and not really know what to expect, that's fire, bro.
hmm I like to, I like to experiment. I like to experiment because, we don't all just think about, what I say, the esoteric, the complex. We don't all just think about that. So sometimes I like to speak in the language and the thought of those the layman, so to speak, the person that's not going to give you a lot of the graduate level, GRE level, vocabulary, and just speak on their level as well. So you kind of gotta mix it up a little bit, and I like to do that.
Absolutely, and there's no reason why you shouldn't because
hmm
life is just like that. Sometimes we're serious, sometimes we're fun. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Sometimes we just like to talk our shit. You know.
Yeah, right. Facts. Facts. Big facts. Yeah.
So that's dope, man. How long have you been an MC? I ain't even gonna call you rapper. I'm gonna call you MC.
Um, Shoot, I want to say pretty much all my life. I've I started dabbling in it. I want to say my first experience was when I was like 7 years old. I stepped in a cipher with as one from Alpha Faction, group out of New York. And he was spitting crazy, and I was just saying a whole bunch of gibberish, and like, get out of here, man. Get your little ass out of here, man. Smoking and all that. I'm trying to be cool. Mom sent me upstairs and all that.
Hmm.
I picked it back up during middle school, just started writing, scribbling, the free stuff, the fake freestyle battles you have in middle school, you know what I'm saying? Going to the studio, recording for your first time. But around 2014, 2016, I started taking it real serious. I did record prior to that. You know what I mean? Freestyles and whatnot, mixtape verses, all that. But seriously, I want to say 2014, 2016 is where I started to formulate what I wanted my sound to be, where I started getting comfortable on the mic, and where my first album was created.
That's awesome, dude. I love that. Have you always been a dude who liked to write shit down? Maybe had a journal or just writing poetry?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, man. I love, like I said, like that, the educational aspect of it, like shines through. Um, Always loved poetry. Like I always was a Langston Hughes guy, County Cullen, Harlem Renaissance poets, Robert Hayden, Robert Frost, like, Who else I'm thinking of? Sonia Sanchez, Nikki Giovanni, people like that. So I always was like a poetry like head, and that also influences the style as well.
Oh yeah, because I mean that's a I wouldn't call it a lost art, but a lot of people ain't poets anymore, you know, and you
Hmm.
and the real MCs are really the new day poets.
Exactly.
And I love the
And
fact that you could just paint a picture with words like that. It's fucking amazing.
thank you, man. And also like I feel like we leave out the last poets, the poets that kind of started the genre in this direction. They had songs like Jones Coming Down and When the Revolution Comes. And I used to
Yeah.
play that album on vinyl or whatever in the crib. My pops had it, and that's sort of like the progenitor, like the genesis of this thing we like to call, excuse me, we like to call hip hop. The last poet. So shout out to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Give love to the fucking originals, man. Because without
Right.
them, where would we be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely deserve they just due, and I respect absolutely.
Absolutely. So when you decided in 2016, you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this extremely serious. I love what I'm doing. This is an extreme passion of mine. Plus,
Hmm.
I got shit to say. What was some of the thought processes going on in your head saying, I got to take this more serious. I got to reach the people.
Um, it started with a little bit activism that I was involved in at the time. This around the time of the Occupy Wall Street movement, and around coming pretty soon there, you would have Trayvon Martin after and Mike Brown. So in those years, it actually came and spurred from activist efforts, and I felt like the best medium that I can do that with was music. Um, and I always felt I had this book called How to Rap, and it had segments from different artists and MCs, and Sean Price would say, "I want to smack the shit out of a rapper with some rhymes, right?" And then Chuck D would always say, build your knowledge base, you know, and make sure like the subject matter that you're gonna be talking about, about.
Mm-hmm.
So, as Gil Scott Heron said, like I dig these new cats and the way they freewaying, but if you're gonna be teaching folks, you better know what you're saying.
That's a fact.
So so that was sort of like I have to continue, and I still do today, continue to build the knowledge base because the more you know, the wider range of things that you can speak about and how you can manipulate words to mean different things that other people may not even suspect it meant. So um,
Right, because
that was sort
perspective
of.
is huge. I mean, we all have a perspective, and we owe it to ourselves to be able to listen to the next person speak, even if
Mhm,
we don't agree with them. It's our duty to be able to say, "Hey, look, man, I need to hear what you had to say. I want to hear it from your perspective," you know.
right.
And I think that's a lot of what the world is missing right now is being able to conversate.
Yeah, yeah. Can converse with one another and have conversations and earnestly, honestly, and without judgment at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I, obviously you gonna mix some ignorance in there. I don't even want to talk to you, but I'm talking about for the people that like genuinely want to have the conversation or a conversation generally. So genuinely, so yeah.
That's a fact, man. I love that the fact that you see it a lot in real MCs, you know what I'm saying, that are open to have those conversations, whether or not, you know, whatever aligns, politically,
Hmm.
socially, whatever, you're still willing to have that conversation. And I think that's healthy
Hmm.
because when you start shutting down one side and saying your side, what you're saying doesn't matter, that's when we fucking lose, man.
Hmm.
Like everything matters. you know,
Hmm.
and everything that we do in life, every interaction we have in life matters. So I'm glad
Right.
that you have that perspective, man. That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, man. I do think that you know, kind of minimalizing and marginalizing, somebody else's plight or somebody else's perspective in
Or
in
even
a
lived,
conversation. Yeah,
or
or even lived experience, right?
yeah,
Is something that can ultimately be, to our detriment. So I definitely, welcome the conversation or welcome, conversations and,
yeah.
just see where it goes from there.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. So let me ask you this: if you were to pick one person who has passed and one person who is still alive, I know you kind of already said this, but who is the person you're trying to build a brand with? You know,
Hmm.
maybe if it's a mentor or if it's
Hmm.
someone you could. Well, let's just say mentor.
Wow, mentors in this. I definitely want to say H has been a mentor, and we've been building um for a couple of years now, and we've really both of us individually and together have established ourselves as a strong team. I feel like uh I also want to say over the years I've been building with my team like Ian Masters and my brother Elliot Major, singer songwriter, producer, videographer. He pretty much does it all.
Hey, that's what's up.
Um, on a different scale of music, and he's been big bro, and we've been building and been in a solid foundation and group for almost 10 plus years.
Oh wow.
um you know and yeah, those two come to mind as far as like you know work ethic and like jewels and a different perspective
Yeah.
you know
I like that. I like that because it is important. Again, perspective, right? Because if you're not conversing with people, just bouncing ideas off each other, the simplest shit,
Hmm.
you're never
Hmm.
going to grow. You know.
Right.
And I love having a friend around that I can bounce ideas off of. You know, like how do you think we're going to
Absolutely.
handle this project? And he'll say something, and I'll be like, dude, I didn't even think of that. Thank you. You know, what I was thinking is shit compared to what you were thinking. So let's run with
Right,
what you
right,
got.
right.
You know.
And I want to also give a give a shout out to my boy Has. I send him every one of my projects, and he just gives me what he thinks, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, or his perspective. And he doesn't kind of just visit his perspective upon me. He'll always preface it by saying, this is just what I think, or what I'm feeling, or
Right.
how I'm feeling about it. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely love that. He's giving me that ear and that giving me things to think about, ponder about, and grow on.
Absolutely. Yeah, because without a little bit of criticism, you might just head down the same path you've been on and never grow. You know,
Right.
and that's a beautiful thing when you got somebody in your corner who's willing to say, "Hey, look, man, this isn't it." You know,
Hmm.
and that's more valuable than anybody just patting you on your back constantly. You know.
Right, 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 right. Kind of need some adversity to make the journey worthwhile. Definitely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me ask you this: what's one hurdle that you had to overcome in order to get to where you're at now?
One hurdle I had to overcome is going to say, and it sounds kind of cliche, but I would say sound, because my voice is sort of monotone. It's smooth. It's laid back. Different voice inflections. I do like the reason that I rap like this or have this is because I do have constant thyroid issues, and I'm constantly with the mucous membrane all messed up and everything. So I kind of have to manage how I speak. I don't really divulge that, because I don't want it to be seen as me using an excuse.
Right, right.
Um, So that's been one part, and the other part of the sound part is finding an engineer that you know or finding engineers that kind of cater to that ailment and know how to best bring it out of me, because I'm not gonna scream on a mic. Like if I'm at a live show and you like, yeah, well, you know, there's people all the way in the back and they can't hear you. Well, that means your equipment is ass and I can't perform. Like your
There's a
mic
thing
is
called a
trash.
volume button. Pull that shit up.
Yeah, word. So yeah, just finding engineers, and once I locked in and they were just like, yo, I got your levels right, I got your template right, you're not really a screamer, you're not this, that, and the third, we rocking. And I've learned how to manage it, how not to, abuse my voice. I can't do things other people are doing a lot. I can't be out here smoking crazy, drinking crazy. I can't drink before a show, or else I'm gonna sound like Oscar the Grouch for real and clearing my throat on stage. So I gotta wait for the festivities after the show, or
Yeah.
even if I'm gonna partake. So health has always been. I've always been cognizant of my health, and it sort of created like a monk like focus and what's the word I'm looking for? A monk like perspective of it, to adversity and to how I approach this.
Almost to where you're looking at yourself in a third person, going, "Hey, man, I can see
Mm-hmm.
all this shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Clean this up, clean that up, make sure you're
Right.
right here." That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It takes a special type of someone to be able to look at themselves, in a third person and tell yourself, "Look, you kind of fucked up last week. You need to get this shit right."
Absolutely. And like I said, I never want to use thyroidism as an excuse, as an issue, because I put out albums at a rapid pace, and also I want to say my rollouts could be better, of how I present the product and how I do that, and I'm cognizant and aware of that, and that's one hurdle that I'm getting over and getting better at.
Hey, that's what's up. And you got a great dude in your corner, H, and the whole
Mm-hmm.
WVCC radio crew, all the
Mm-hmm.
great artists that are connected with them. You have a great support group out there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. But what I was originally going to ask you is that, um, do you get writer's block?
No.
Oh, well, there goes my next
No,
question.
no. I don't. I think there's so many interesting things to write about. I'm not saying people. I'm not saying people who do, are some kind of, some. I'm not to bastardize them or to criticize, judge them, but for me, it's the landscape of New York City, man. I got a whole album in a day. So you can take the train, you see somebody walk down the street butt naked, you can, see a crackhead taking his, part, not to, criminalize them or anything else. You can see them
Yeah,
on the train, they smoking work and
yeah,
take their shirt off, fighting. Is myriad of mental health issues. Like
yeah.
it's a universe within a universe out here. There's always something to write about. Like you could experience a whole album in one day, in 1 hour, if you
Bet.
if you so choose. You know what I mean? We're just walking the streets, and I just feel like life provides me so much content. You know what I mean? That it's never mundane, it's never boring. No moment is like the next. If you're outside, like
Yeah.
if you're outside, like I tend to be a lot of times, man. It's something that spurs the creativity and just makes you feel vibrant and ready to write.
I love it. I love it. Um, what are some of the pre-game rituals you do before a live show?
Um, I gotta have my well, I'm the type of person that I have my set in my head. So you could be talking to me and I'm going over my lyrics.
Mm,
So simultaneously while I'm going over my lyrics, you're talking to me, but I may not be very talkative I'm going over that verse over and over and over and over and over and over again.
yeah.
Because I do have like, show tracks, may put the hook in there, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm a person who performs off of instrumentals, like, it's hip hop. Like I'm not rhyming over my lyrics.
Yeah,
I'm just not doing that. So I
Thank you,
have
by
to
the way.
have.
I appreciate that, man, for real. Because
I'm
even my
not.
favorite rapper, Jordan Lucas, rapping over his own lyrics, I'm like, why are you doing this, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I can understand like a show track where you're trying to save your voice, and I have the excuse like
sure.
my voice be cutting up, scratching, all that. But I'm not rapping over an instrumental. Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. There have been times like people would want me to perform with them, and then they'll have like the show track, and I'm just like, I don't like this, but I'm gonna do it. I don't like this.
Like,
I
all
don't like
right,
this.
I get to
Yeah,
be on stage, so there is
yeah,
a plus
yeah.
coming out of this.
Exactly. But I gotta have my throat coat tea, which is like the lemon, the ginger, lemon, ginger, honey, cinnamon, um, and I gotta, like I said, I gotta go over my show. Um, I'm not an entourage person. I have maybe one or two of mine. So I'm pretty like dolly most of the time. So it's just most of the times like, and plus a lot of us are grown. Like not everybody be able to pop out their show. I understand. Like I'm not
Yeah.
not tight about it. So most of the time I learned to be alone, like going into shows, and I don't like all the people had 30 people in the entourage, it's like 30 people backstage. I
Yeah.
don't function well with all that. Like, yeah. Like, cause I don't, cause as I grew up, like, I didn't have like a lot of people really didn't believe in it. They thought it was like the dream was like facile. So I didn't keep like, I kept my people, like my core group of people, but I didn't keep like the stands like with me. So I just kind of learned to go to show from show alone. So
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable preparing alone, and then after the show is over, we can get into the festivities, or you can come chill or come dap me up or whatever. Like we could talk. I'm very conversational, but when I'm in that zone, like I just like to be. It's like Marvin Hagler. I like to be alone in the dressing room before I skate off. You know what I mean? And get ready to do my thing.
So just let me be alone with my thoughts for a minute. I'll be good.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
sir.
Exactly. Yeah, give me about 30-35 minutes to lock in. Word.
Absolutely, man. I got your YouTube channel and your topic page pulled up. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what's the first song you want to show the people?
First song I want to show the people is let's go with Can I Rap for You, the Can I Rap for You album, and oh, okay, you're on that side.
Oh, wait a second. Hold up.
Let
No, I got you right here.
Okay, go with let's go with Can I Rap for You, and let's go Almost Gave Up the Pen.
Oh, that sounds like a good one right there. But I'm glad it says almost instead of I
Mm-hmm.
did. Let's get this up here, right? Boom, boom. Okay. Hey, y'all, just in case you're wondering, how do I get a hold of this dude's music? Don't fret.
Um,
Don't fret. The link is in the description below, so make sure you tap in with my
Mhm.
dude on his IG, on
Mhm.
his link tree. He's got all of his links there to all the places where you can find his music. And yeah, man, show some love. Absolutely.
you can find me Thought Provoke on Twitter. You can find me Thought underscore Provoker at Instagram. I have a page on Facebook, Thought Provoker as well, and my TikTok is Thought Provoker as well.
Hell yeah. Let's go. My dude, Thought Provoker, this almost gave up the pen off the Can I Rap For You album. Let's go.
Thought Provoker. Around last year, thought about giving it all up. Get frustrated as an artist when your art isn't heard how you want to be heard. When life sketchy, struggle struggle to draw from inspiration. I seek Benjamins more, but kick it can't for Peyton. No sure wins I can't bear. I try to brush it off, but I'm colder than despair. Acrylics like tears, drying quicker through the years. There's a disappointment here, another disappointment here. You roll with it. As the world get cold, my heart froze with it. For frostbite, still 10 toes with it. Can paraphrase when I paraphrase and paraphrase. They can't repeat it how I speak it. The day you see me pushing up daisies, it's no oops a daisy. Maybe it's Maybelline. All the makeup I've seen turn into make-believe. They live in never land, and when they break it down, it seems to never ever land. Snap the pencil in hand, my notebook can't understand. I'm at a loss for words, so I almost gave up the pen. They wanna write shit. Went through some trials and tribulations, just how life is. The ink explode as the writing unfolds. Been out of shape, so my point is exposed. Damn, I almost gave up the pen. They wanna write shit. Went through some trials and tribulations, just how life is. The ink explode as the writing unfolds. Been out of shape, so my point is exposed. Dependent tongue of the mind, salivating at words, chewing bite size. You think your words ain't heard? Well, nigga, likewise. Trying to duel my medulla, stuck in labor, pen to paper, blotting and jotting. Need some box.
Yo, you just said trying to doula my I can't even say it. That shit was hard though.
Trying to doula my doula, yeah.
That shit, like,
Trying to
your
doula my
wordplay in this is
medulla.
fire as fuck too. I love it.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. This is a real right, dog. Y'all ain't know, now you know. Make sure you hit that link below. Ah, shit, I got bars.
Seems I'm a slave to the craft. Maybe these oxycontin, forgotten, rotten. My garments gothic, my whole deposit. Go till the music popping. Still staying, where's the profit? From freestyle to chopping, I ain't hearing knocking. Can't hear the door, have to kick it just to kick it. Make the hinges non-existent so the listeners will listen. To be the pick of the litter. My cat's fancy feet, dogs of a different pedigree. Gallop on a Trojan horse, seated on a viral plague. And I'm sick, I'm in my own way. Till then, 34th Street is where I stay. And make sure you throw a play my way. I almost gave up the pen, they wanna write shit. Went through some trials and tribulations, just how life is. The ink explode as the writing unfolds. Been out of shape, so my point is exposed. Damn, I almost gave up the pen, they wanna write shit. Went through some trials and tribulations, just how life is. The ink explode as the writing unfolds. Been out of shape, so my point is exposed.
Yeah, almost gave up the pen. I'm glad you did it, man. That's a perfect representation of East Coast MCing right there. I mean, you have the vibe, you have the knowledge. I remember listening to like EPMD and you know, Public Enemy back in the day. Public Enemy was like a little bit more wild, don't get me wrong, you know. Chuck,
Yeah.
and you got motherfuckers screaming and shit, you know, which was needed because it was urgent, you know what I'm saying? Like shit, the shit they were putting through was urgent.
Yeah.
I love the feel of it all, man. The Big Daddy Kane, the motherfucking
Right, Kane.
yeah,
Love Kane.
facts.
Love Kane, man. Love Kane.
I was listening to somebody last night, man, because I go live every Friday, right? And we'll just play music for like 3-4 hours. And I swear to God, bro, somebody sent in a track, bro. I swear to God, it was Big Daddy K's son, bro. Like, if Big Daddy K's son had a son that was a rapper, it would have been this dude.
Him.
It looked like him, the majority of them, you know what I'm saying? Like when you have kids, it looked like it could be his kid. But the way he carried himself, the way he talked, the way he rapped, the way he wrote, it just, I was like, good God, man, is this his son? Like,
right. Absolutely. Kane is one of my inspirations as well, man, because versatility. That is the definition of versatility. My man was rapping, you know, ain't no half stepping and smooth operators and all this other, and you know, we getting in Playgirl and get like, his flow was just immaculate. Like Big Daddy Kane is definitely somebody who aged in the hip hop well. Like you heard him on like Platinum Plus, like, or with Big L. Oh man, like Cat,
And I love seeing
like his shot at the rim. Like, man, I love
right.
K, man.
You see these old school rappers from the 80s and 90s making a comeback now.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Mhm.
we've all been taught that hip hop is a young man's sport, but
Right.
really it was only a young man's sport because when it started it was only young men.
There you go. There you go.
Right?
There
So
you
when
go.
those young men got to be grandpas,
Mhm.
bought homes and paid a bunch of fucking taxes and shit, they got different things to rap about nowadays.
Right. You know, the grand got to rap about the grandbabies and all that, and about the
Yeah,
future and the youth. Yeah,
absolutely. It, it,
yeah.
it, is that something that you have been noticing as well? That hip hop it really isn't a young man sport. It's anybody who wants to do a sport.
It's not a young man sport. It's not an old man sport. It's a sport of skill, will, and ability. Like that's what the sport is. Like, and a lot of the dudes like that are really giving it up. Like you hear the Coles, the Kendricks, but also like the Rock Marcies, the Mac Homies, the Fontaines, the Royces, the Mancha's still out here, Black Thought still out here, Skyzoo still out here. Torre, so many from Big Crit, they're all in their 30s, pushing 40.
Yeah.
And these are sort of the people pushing the culture forward, And you got some you got the young cats like up on, coming up, but those are like it's not just synonymous with young men energy. I think that's a misnomer, and I think people get confused. Maybe they want the younger demographic because they're easier to manipulate and easier to sell dreams to, because when you young and you growing up poor, it's easy to say, I'll throw this bag to you if you rap about these certain topics and subject matters, and we'll market to this so that we can feed ourselves, like we are Cohens and shit of the world, like those
Yeah.
people. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to manipulate and just sort of weave in and out, to slither your way in and out of these communities as a vulture type shit. Like it's easy to do that. But
Well, what's your opinion on?
um
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, but I do think that it's a everybody's man sport, and you just gotta be proficient at your craft. That's all.
That's absolute. And we learned it probably best from Lil Dicky, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
that dude is not a street dude at all, and he doesn't proclaim to be, but he
Mm-hmm.
can rap. He can rap his ass off.
He can rap. He
He's
can
a
rap.
student
Definitely.
of the game. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
while he might have his wild and funny shit, you know what I'm saying, he has some very very intricately written rhymes like Russell Westbrook on a farm. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that is an amazing piece of work where you're just taking two different people from opposite ends of the spectrum, and
Mm-hmm.
and passing off a song through perspective of both. It's pretty fucking wild.
Right. And I do what I was gonna say, like, while I didn't like, songs like the Earth song, I was just like, oh God, my kids at the time liked it, so I was just like, okay, whatever. But
Right, right.
I do think and there have been times where comedy rap has been like, the thing. And but I think with his comedy rap, I just think he's a little more witty than
Yeah.
let's say even like what Devin the Dude and things like that. And you know what I mean, he's just more witty with it, which is cool, and we need that. We need a palate cleanse sometimes from the hardcore, shoot 'em up, bang bang
Right.
type shit that a lot of people be
And
on. So we need that palate cleanse.
yeah, see, and you just brought up Devin, man. I fucking love Devin. A
Mm-hmm.
phenomenal writer, like he
Mm-hmm.
can write his ass off. But I love his music as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Last night I just found out he was from Michigan. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was from Texas because he was out there fucking with
Mm-hmm.
the Ghetto Boys and shit, fucking
Mm-hmm.
with Scarface. And
Mm-hmm.
so shout out to motherfucking Devin, bro.
And also Danny Brown as well. Danny Brown,
Mm.
kind of fits that category as well, where he's really dope, but he got some zany, funny shit going on with him
You
sometimes. You know
talking
what I
about
mean?
that pigment
So
pussy, right?
yeah,
You know.
yeah, he's a character, brother, but he's
Danny Brown's funny
also
though, but I think he a cool ass dude. I just recently seen him on a show called Kill Tony.
mhm. Yeah,
You see that? That shit was
yeah,
fire,
yeah.
bro. That dude
Also
was
want to give
fucked up.
a who's another one I'm thinking of, man? Shot Stimuli too. Shot Stimuli, from Brooklyn back in the days. He used to have these, he had a flow. He would rap about a lot of serious topics, but when he got into his comedy bag, it was always cool. Like I feel one of the most underrated like rappers ever. Shot Stimuli, so shout out to him.
It was that stimuli with the eye on the end.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to look him up.
Definitely dope. MC out of Brooklyn, kind of ran with Skyzo and Torre in the early days. Definitely an influence early on when I was bumping his mixtapes.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I always love because the underground's so vast and there's so many
Yeah.
greatly talented people, and
hmm
even in a place like America where it's a huge country, we got a lot of fucking people in here. You're talking about almost 400 million people up in this country now.
Right.
There's hidden talent everywhere. So when I talk to you and you bring up somebody that I haven't heard of, motherfucker, guess what? I'm typing. You know, I
Word,
gotta
word.
find these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we spread that the fucking real shit. You know what I'm saying? Not the club music that we hear on the radio. You know,
hmm
there's a time and place for everything. I'm not a hater.
Come
You
play.
know what I'm saying?
Me neither. Me neither, man. I grew up in the parties, man. I've been going to dances since I was 9, so I
Yeah,
like, what I'm saying. I like to groove a little bit, but I don't want to hear 25s a day. I need some balance. You know what I mean? I need some
absolutely.
substance.
And I think
hmm
like we've gotten away from that balance because we used to have
hmm
MC Hammer and fucking Will Smith on motherfucking radio.
hmm
Them motherfuckers never cussed. You know what I'm saying? They were always,
hmm
you know, non-cussing. Especially like MC Hammer, he was preaching God and everything. You know what I'm saying? So we've lost a lot of that on our youth. You know, they don't get to experience that shit. All they talking
They don't
about
get to
is like,
experience the balance.
yeah, here's Mary
hmm
J. Blige in a skimpy ass dress. I'm just like, dude, that broke my heart when I seen that shit on the Super Bowl. I was like, why is Miss Mary in this little ass dress with her ass out? She's fucking 60 years old, dude. There's no fucking reason.
Right, right. And
Even in her
also,
heyday,
like,
she was elegantly dressed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like with the baseball jersey and all that. Where I always say what I would say, even if you want to go back to like MC Hammer, like even though he was rapping them lyrics, MC Hammer, you know what I'm saying? His crew,
Wildin'.
heard the Redman stories and all that, and you know, yeah, MC Hammer. You talk about MC Hammer, and you come to his neck of the woods, you come to the Bay.
Yeah.
It ain't pretty for you. What is it? Third base.
Oaktown's
Was getting ready to
357.
get. Yeah, third base from Far Rockaway. MC Search tells a story about it was a no fly zone for them in LA. They couldn't even when they had to go perform in the Bay, it was over for them. So people get him and confused. You
Yeah.
could you could believe the can't touch this and have you seen all you want. You come disrespect. Him is coming put these paws on you for real.
Well, Hammer was still a street dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
he had the crew he had. You know what I'm saying? He had
hmm
everybody from the neighborhood on the payroll. That's
On
why he went
payroll.
broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he
hmm
wanted. He knew exactly where he needed his music to go. I think he lost focus when he dropped the MC and he just went to Hammer, tried to get a little
hmm
thug appeal on, and people weren't buying it because they didn't really understand what Hammer was. You know what I'm saying?
hmm Right, right.
Because I guarantee you, if Will Smith switched it up like that, he would have flopped out too.
Absolutely, absolutely. He would
But
have
he hit
flopped
you
out.
with
It
the
wouldn't have been pretty.
"Welcome to Miami." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Welcome to Miami, and then like the Men in Black, but
yeah,
with it when he did the what is it the brand new funk with him and Jazzy Jeff, he was really rapping
yeah,
like
yeah.
Will Smith can rap like, but
And he
they was
still
just
didn't really cuss. You know what I'm saying? Like he still went hard. Like he went hard with Jordan Lucas on that Will remix. You know,
Right.
And I was like, yo, he said, and I still did it with no cusses. Like I'm like, do flex, motherfucking flex, because
like
you can do all your crazy shit. Hancock, you know what I'm saying? I love that character. Right? That's one of my fucking favorite Superbook characters. Like I'm not even a Superbook guy, dude. Like I can't even say it, comic book guy, right? But I fuck with Hancock because Hancock is a real motherfucker, dog. He threw a bitch off him so he wouldn't kill her by nutting up and through her skull and shit. Like that's hard.
Crazy.
That's hard shit. He popped that shit through the roof. Pop, pop. Like what? Yo.
I'd kill you doing all this. So I gotta relax. I gotta relax. Right.
Facts,
right.
man.
I do think Hancock, Will Smith is underrated and misunderstood as an MC, like, you know, doing it without the cuss words. We was listening to Eminem growing up. You know what I mean? The whole Will Smith don't have to cuss in his rap to sell records. Well, I do. So fuck him. So and fuck you too. But they got confused and sort of, you know, skewed Will Smith to the side. But Will was getting busy for real.
Well, yeah. Well, once Will broke into the movie department, you know what I'm saying? That was, you gonna make $30 million a film, and you gonna make what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm good.
Right. I'm gonna go make $5 million and have to tour all over the place if I make an album. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I've done that. Like I want now he could come back and do it because he loves it, not because he needs the money to support his family type shit.
Right.
He's
and
made
can
all the
charge
movies.
Adele prices and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, exactly. At this point, I'm Will fucking Smith. Like, you know what I mean?
Who's not paying $1,000 a ticket? You
Yeah,
know
exactly, dude. It's Will Smith. I'm Will Smith out here. Like, you recognize who I am. Yeah.
Plus, you know, like I know he gets like this bad image, like he's kind of soft and shit, and his wife be fucking on him and shit, right? But if you think about it, Will Smith, dude, there's no controversy with this man.
Not really.
Everybody that talks about him talks very highly of him. I've never spoke to him, but he seems like a very highly intelligent man. Like he's a reader, you know, he's a philosopher. He talks about the brick by brick thing, you know what I'm saying? Like these are deep thoughts that you don't get out of the common man, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for not only being just an amazing talent, but also a deep thinker, man.
Absolutely, man. He be going on his retreats with the shamans and practicing in traditional, you know, psychedelics and mind altering drugs and all that. You know, the ones that are of ancestral origin.
Yeah, like the peyotes and shit like that.
Yeah, the peyotes, ayahuasca, all that.
Yeah.
And I never did any of that, man.
I never done that either.
I've never done that. Most I really did was some weed, man. And then I can't, you know, the other stuff I was always like, I saw too much. I can't really delve into it.
Yo, I ain't gonna turn into that fucking guy. There's no fucking way. Like you always see one motherfucker spazzing out, you know.
Yeah, man, it's too. Once you see too many fiends, you like, nah, you don't even anything that's not weed. You even careful with the weed because you just like, you know, people out there smoking butt nakeds and all that, and you know, spiking. Like you heard the story with DMX. You know, put the crack in the spliff. Like, what are we doing?
Nope.
And now he's addicted, and he don't know why he's addicted, and because that man, you know what I'm saying, put that in his bloodstream. That was somebody looked up to. That's crazy. Like, so from there, like growing up, you was always like, and if your parents partied. You know what I'm saying? You got parents from the 80s. You know what I mean? They was partying. A lot of them, 9 times out of 10, they was out here.
My parents
the
are from
sugar.
the 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers is like. And what's weird is my mom's hella like nerdy, bro. Like my mom's a straight laced motherfucker. My dad, he an alcoholic drunk. You know what I'm saying? He smoked a little bit of weed, but they were both in the Vietnam War. I can understand why he is a drinker. You know, so he was over there seeing some crazy shit. You know.
Yeah,
see
my
his friend
pops
get
too,
blown.
man.
Shout out to your pops, man. Thank you for your service, man. That's I hold that shit dear to my heart because without people like them, dog, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, man, they make I have my I have my reservations about the military industrial complex and going to
I agree
wars
with you
that
here because it's a bunch
that
of pointless bullshit. I agree.
yeah, a bunch of pointless
Even
wars and
Vietnam was a pointless fucking war. You know what I'm saying? But
like
still, shout out to your father. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm he went he had he didn't he got drafted, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have
yeah,
a choice and he took that on the chin and then you come home with the PTSD.
yep,
Thank God my pops didn't really, rest in peace to him. He didn't really come home with the side effects of the war, the heroin addiction and everything else. But
yeah,
a lot of his friends, they did. And seeing people shot and blown up and all that, it really affects you. And that
right.
whole Gulf of Tonkin incident, I can write a whole book about all that. The Gulf of Tonkin incident that
That'd be
got
an
us into the
amazing
war.
project to put together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lyrically, that'd be fucking amazing to listen to.
Yeah, man. The history lesson of false flags. Word up. Like just wars that we didn't need to be in, and that you were kind of sacrificing people for your own political agenda,
Yeah,
which we've done in every war that
right.
we've ever been in.
But
World War
except
One,
for
World
World
War
War
Two,
Two, except for World
World
War
War.
Two, we were provoked. We kept saying we ain't getting into it. We ain't getting into it until the Japanese
Right.
hit us.
All right, so boom. Let,
Yeah.
let me let me put you on to something. All right, so in Japan, just like now where they putting sanctions on the Russians and the Chinese and everything else,
Yeah.
and then like to provoke them to kind of retaliate because we want smoke, we wanted the war.
Yeah.
So with Japan they put sanctions on Japan so bad that their people were starving.
Right.
That you're starving their people out. That their import exports shut down.
And they're an island
Precious current.
country, so they only have so much space.
Exactly. So you shut down their ports. What are they doing? You know what I
Right.
mean? So Pearl Harbor was a retaliatory thing, and it's
For
just like,
that.
oh, we could get into the war now.
Yeah.
So sometimes we provoke people to get into war by heavy sanctions induced on their economy, bleed their economy dry, and then
That's
we
dirty
look,
shit that the government be doing too, though, because they've been
yeah,
doing it throughout history. And
yeah, and
what you're
they
saying
look
makes
heroic.
complete sense because,
Hmm.
look, if there's no war, the bomb builders ain't making no money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Raytheon and
Yeah, they ain't
Halliburton
building
and
no new planes.
yeah, yeah. Cheney was the president during Bush's administration. That's the president because I'm trying to increase these profit margins in Halliburton right now. So I feel like the prison industrial complex and the military industrial complex are two things that are visited upon people by just like salacious and undercut mean. You know what
And,
I mean?
yeah, and while I agree with you on that, you know what I'm saying? We gotta respect the people who are out there doing the fighting.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely. Always
it's no
respect
fault
them.
of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It isn't on their order. It's on the order of somebody else. And I know it sucks because it happened with Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I'm just following
Hmm.
orders. Well, you on the wrong side of history, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes we can be on the wrong side of history too. You know, we just got to learn from our mistakes. If we ain't
Right.
willing to do that, then we ain't shit.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I agree with you there. And I always say that I respect the person going into the war, and I further respect the person that comes home and then kind of gets put hip to what they were brainwashed into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I mean, look, let's be honest. We need to have a military in order, if shit does pop off, to have us protected,
Yeah.
right? Just like we
Right.
need to
We
have
do.
police, you know, in our local
Hmm.
cities. I mean, it makes
Hmm.
sense. But if we're
Hmm.
just stationed all over the world trying to control people, that's bullshit. We
I
shouldn't be having bases in other countries saying, "Hey, you can't do
Right.
that." You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Who are we to
Hmm.
fucking say you can't fucking do that?
Yeah, like you look at New York City now. You see the cops stationed in every but they playing Candy Crush. They ain't stopping no crimes because
Right.
somebody's still gonna get pushed off the track. They ain't on every car. You know what I'm saying? Somebody still getting
I see.
accosted or stabbed on the train. You know what I'm saying? So what's the use? You trying to build these cop cities and all that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's the point, right? To have all the
Mm-hmm.
crimes so they can bring down the hammer.
Exactly.
And they'll have
Exactly.
people begging to bring down the fucking hammer. You know what I'm saying? Just like they
Mm-hmm.
did with 9/11. I'm sorry, we getting some deep shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
right.
YouTube gonna cut the stream off, my guy.
That is, yeah.
Yo, you a buck. What's happening, my guy? Good to see you, brother. Big salute, man. I hope you're doing well. We got Thought Provoker with us today, man. We are chilling live, bro. That's right. New York MC, man. We've been having a great conversation, by the way, man. Shout out to you. Because we on that same level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh,
Same wavelength. Word up.
yes, sir. And it's cool because, like, I've recently just woke up to all this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was never a person who gave a fuck about what was going on in the world. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I never gave a shit what was going on over on the next block. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
right, right.
I
You
got
worry
this
about your
chick
own
right
block.
here. You know what I'm saying? Right now. You know, some drugs, you know.
Yeah, right, right, right.
But, you know, once you become a man, you know what I'm saying? You grow
Mm-hmm.
up and you're starting to pay taxes. You have a child, you know. There's things that you're looking at and you're like, that don't seem right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're looking at the news and you're like, why is the news saying one thing, but I'm seeing a completely different fucking other thing? It just doesn't make any fucking
Right.
sense, bro. Like they say
Mm-hmm.
the race relations are just terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which I see a lot of people on both sides talking they ish, you know what I'm saying? But those are small groups of people on the outskirts of shit, right? I believe
Mm-hmm.
most people are like right in the middle. We might be a little left or a little right, you know what I'm saying? Depending, you know, wherever. But I think we have more in common than we don't. And they don't want us to see that.
I think I think as far as like how we speak about race relations, like my quick backstory, my pops was born in 1939, graduated from a segregated school, all black school, chased by the Klan in Florida. All that was beat up by police officers in New York City. He had to spend the rest of his life with false teeth in his mouth because the cops whooped his ass. So like so for me, it's always been like a pushback of authority, their authority,
Yeah.
and the white supremacist mind state. Like there's a white supremacist mind state, and it's a mind state that can be visited upon any color of any race,
Sure. Yeah.
right? To
Absolutely.
where there's a separatist agenda, and where you've bought into a separatist agenda that was really engineered by people for profit, by
Yeah.
owners, by landowners, by Hilarion like thinkers type. You know
And
what I
that's why
mean? And
I was looking at the shit that, you know, Margaret Sanger back in the
hmm
day. She's
hmm
like the Planned Parenthood lady, right?
oh man, now we getting somewhere. Yeah.
I heard her documentation to the
hmm
eugenics shit. Hitler took that shit and just replaced, you know, black with
hmm
Jew, and I'm just like,
hmm
and you're absolutely
hmm
right. You could use it on anybody. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
And it's first off, it's a manipulation technique. You know what I'm saying? Which is
hmm
crazy to be able
hmm
to try and. It's one thing to persuade somebody, but it's another thing to manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hmm hmm
and the boundary can be pushed. You can cross over that line real fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Real
without
easy.
even knowing it. You know,
hmm
and that's the scary thing, bro. Because
hmm
not enough people are taking the time to go. Well, let me get a second opinion.
hmm Right. Like
You
you
know,
going to your doctor, you get the first diagnosis, you're not really digging it. Let me go get a second opinion. And
exactly.
with what we like to call the MyAlpha, there have been eugenics projects throughout Oregon, throughout California, through what I'm saying, where they were taking parts of people's brains and just leaving them vegetables. And you heard of the Tuskegee experiment, the
Yep.
whole medical apartheid that is going on.
Yep.
And if you really delve into history, there is so much. so much information, like some draconian type shit that's going on that has went down on the level of a races and race relations that have turned people bitter,
Yeah.
that has been used to turn people against any type of independence for Black people. So I've always been a strong proponent of when I tell people like I'm pro Black, that doesn't mean I'm anti white.
Sure.
And but I don't feel the need to use that as a disclaimer, because if you know me, you have a conversation with me, that doesn't necessarily come off as that, because I can have a conversation with anybody,
Absolutely.
right? But it doesn't come off as a disclaimer, because then I'm kind of thinking I'm using it as an excuse not to. Because if you're for if you're for the amalgamation of all people, then you want those people over there to get theirs as well and get their shit together
Yeah.
and have a block of their own. And then we all come to the middle, you know what I'm saying, with shared resources. I see there's a Chinatown out here. There's a town specifically for them. There's a Chinatown. There is a part of town where in Queens where you have Arabian,
They
you
got Little
have the
Italy
Indian,
out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
all that. So my thing was, you get a section of it. When we get a section of it, we were put there. It's called the projects, and
Right.
then, once they, from redlining and everything else that they did to us and predatory lending and shit, and then now, now we got the projects. We build it up, and they buy it, and they
Yeah.
kick us out. And now, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
now that's what the gentrification now that is happening in New York and parts of LA and
Yeah.
parts of Michigan and everything else. So it's always deeper than rap, and it's always good to have a grasp on history and be cognizant of
Yeah.
it. I'm not saying do the whole Nancy Pelosi and get Kente cloths and kneel to me and all that,
Right.
kiss
Right.
and rub my feet. I ain't saying all that. I don't want all that. That's weird. But just be aware of the history of it all,
Be
and
aware of the history, and let's
let's have a
just,
conversation.
at the very least, let's just respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't
Mm-hmm.
even like you, let's just say I don't like you. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
respect you because you're another human being on this planet that I gotta share with. You know what I'm saying?
That part. Word. That part.
Right. That's if we can't get to that basic look, you're a man, I'm a man, we cut each other, we bleeding. You know what I'm saying? If we stab each other in the
Mm-hmm.
heart, we fucking dying. We the
Right.
same motherfucker, dude. You know what I'm saying? If we can't get to that base, once again, and I really think like the 80s and the 90s were the best. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where it didn't fucking matter. Like we all had friends that were black and white and fucking brown. It didn't fucking matter. And especially like after 9/11, a lot of Middle Eastern was coming in. You know what I'm saying? And we were fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the early 2000s, like I had a bunch of friends from Iran and not Iran, but Saudi Arabia and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
so. I don't. I don't. Me personally, I don't fucking understand bigotry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, I do because like there's like some chicks I won't bang, and I guess that's bigotry. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like we all a little bigoted. You know what I'm saying? But it's different things. Like if I ain't gonna fuck a 400-pound chick, I'm a bigot because I won't fuck a fat chick. You know what I'm saying? That's
You're
okay.
fatophobic, as they say. You're
Right.
fatophobic, as they say. Right,
Like,
right,
but the
right.
thing is,
Um,
I will fuck a fat chick because I'm fat, right? But I don't want to fuck a chick that's fatter than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to handle a chick, bro. Like, I don't want her to handle me like I'm some tiny little guy. I ain't little, you know.
throw you around type shit, right?
Facts.
Yeah, but
Yo,
yeah, look.
Caitlin, come here, get this hug. Come on. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Big salute to Cray as well. How y'all doing today, man? We got the one and only Thought Provoker in the house, man. Y'all want to hear a record? Yeah, I know y'all want to hear a record. Caitlin's gonna be like, yes, please. We're gonna hit him with a video this time.
Word, let's do it.
Yeah. And just for you, just so you guys know, you will be able to find the link to my guy's Instagram in the description below. Also has his link tree in the bio. So make sure you check out the music. He streams on all platforms. And I want to hit him with this motherfucker, Find Your Tribe. How's that?
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Let's do it.
Yeah. That Benita Ababone. Come on, man. Benita. Yo, this is my dude right here, Thought Provokah. Find Your Tribe. Let's go.
Do it. Provokah. You gotta find your tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucking niggas in here. Yeah, we find our tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucking niggas in here. I tend to study people's instinctive travels in the path of rhythm. My footprints are light feet, I dance within them. But heavy on the souls, but getting light within them. And every journey of darkness, there's a light within it. Asking, can I kick it? Yes, you can. But description of a fool when you following another man. I left my wallet in El Segundo, my funds low. And at the moment, ATM's not available. Still the vibes and stuff are undeniable. We got the jazz from a low end theory. Just bare essentials, hand drums forming instrumental. A pad pen, the love it give me, it will never end. So many friends sing Houdini, but Houdini, how they disappeared. Like we got it from here. Thanks for your service, throw caution to the wind. What the Air Forces, get out of jam. Then I butter my choices to find my tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucker niggas in here. Yeah, we find our tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucking niggas in here. They rap promoters at every show, the lyrics to go and how I flow. Even verses from the abstract they all know. Every album you drop, they get a hold. How it go, the love movement reciprocal, appreciated. They act as motivators, never am I boring. While telling 8 million stories about the mind power of Mr. Muhammad and other topics. Finalize being honest to a system that we the people ain't created equal. We get down on ourselves like, oh my God, a facade and a mirage. Stressed out from excursions, my mind abroad, cause we don't feel at home, trying to find a way. Want my speech this way, my native tongue seek electric relaxation. Fly girls in the living color, they keen in every way. Heavy on the charm, till I get one on my arm and build a tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucker niggas in here. Yeah, we find our tribe. You on the war tour, we share the prize. Y'all clap your hands when you check the rhyme. People scenario where everything is fair, where we share common ground. No sucker niggas in here.
That students have been taking part in this protest since they began that sit-in, demanding change over what they are calling deplorable living conditions. More than 150 students now taking part, many of them camping outside of the Blackburn Center. Tonight, they tell us, despite their efforts over the past week, not much has changed.
We understand that it is not a normal college experience to be living with mold and having respiratory issues and safety hazards in our living spaces.
Stories with videos like this one, just an example of what students have been living in at Howard University.
There was a cracked pipe that had been there since my mom went to school here and living in these dorms.
And others living with rats, roaches, mushrooms, and mold.
Facts, Cray. Facts, man. Hey, you getting love in the comments, my guy. Cray said, Cadence is smooth as fuck. Fire emojis. Caitlin gave you fire emojis. And then Cray said, hell yeah, real talk. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hell yeah. So I dropped the link in the comments to his YouTube channel, so make sure you take advantage of that. Also, make sure you tap in on that IG. Grab that link tree as well. You'll find all the places he streams his music. Yo, man, this has been an amazing conversation with you, bro. I hope we can do it again soon, man.
Absolutely.
I know you got a lot of albums and projects that you've dropped. I do also do album reviews, so you ever want to get on for album review, we can do that as well.
Absolutely, absolutely, definitely for the newest one. I'm gonna definitely tap in with you.
Hey, absolutely, man. Because right now I'm booking for May. It's almost full,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna get into what comes after May. May, June. Damn, boy,
Mm-hmm.
we booking up. We booking up nice, bro. Shout out to all the independent music makers out there, man. That's what I'm talking about. You guys make the fucking world go around. That's what it is.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. We appreciate the media. Shout out to the underground media as well for doing your job and bringing us to the light. And we also, when we blow up and become bigger, we got to come back and continue to support and bring these platforms up to a higher standard as well, so they can continue to do what they do.
Yeah, because I mean that's the whole plan, you know. But it's never going to be okay. So let's say you do make it right, and
Mm-hmm.
you're a big star, and
Mm-hmm.
when you're in town doing a show, just let me get some backstages. You know what I'm saying? We do a little podcast in the back, real quick, and then
Right.
hang out for a minute. That's all I really ask. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of your time in the future, you know what I'm saying, on a podcast or whatever will be great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
geared to those independent artists that are just coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. And then you can, you know what I'm saying, as you
Y'all
do
going to be the
that,
success stories. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. You can bring up the next one. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to be crabs in the barrel. We can bring each other about the barrel together. You know what I'm saying? I get out, pull the next one out, pull the next one out, type shit. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro. Because Sony ain't gonna come to your house and be like, "Here's a big ass check, bro. We don't need
Yeah.
nothing in return. We're good." And like,
Right, right, right.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I mean, if we like the people in the chat right now, Cray is also an artist. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin is a very devout supporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need us all into this thing in order for we to bring up the real music in the world. We don't live in a fantasy world where everything's a party. And I don't want to listen to that shit all day on the radio. So when we get you guys back on the radio, when we get the EPMDs and the motherfucking, Onyx and shit back on the fucking radio, that's when we win. That's when we win.
That's when you win. That's those type of artists. Facts, word.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me ask you one more question before I let you go.
What's up?
It's one of my favorite questions.
What's up?
Let's say you do make it. You make all the money, right? All the money. Your kids got money. Your family's good forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are your top 3 houses?
Ah man, I'm definitely gonna get one. I'm definitely gonna get some land in upstate New York. So I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get a house in upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? Get some land up out there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a house in the city. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get me a brownstone in the city. Always wanted one. I'm gonna have me a brownstone in Brooklyn probably. And I would want to say I would want to be in Atlanta too. Yeah, somewhere in Atlanta. Just dipped off, got a little land up out there. So those would be like the top 3 primarily where I'd be at.
Nice. And I love that 2 of them in your home state. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like that's super love right there. Because I ask this question to a lot of people, and 99% of them, probably 99.9% of them, will say their first one is going to be, near their home. And that's a great thing because once you're that level of influence and you're still around your home, you might not be in your hometown, but you might be real close, but you're able to help the community. And that's going to be the most important part of giving back,
Right.
being able to help the youth and get them in a place to where that they know that they can succeed in life, and that
Right.
if you have people telling you all the time, bro, you ain't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, you know what I'm saying? What else fucking choice do you have?
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And feeling that, just feeling that hometown angst and all that, just feeling like you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you ain't shit or you ain't gonna be shit. So a lot of times, people don't want to go back to their hometown because of that. because of those fears and not even fears, that apprehension, like that spite they still have for hearing that for real.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you go back and you do a show, you know what I'm saying, where you got a lot of people who didn't actually know you, but the people who
Hmm.
actually fucking knew you are still gonna
Hmm.
not show up to the show, you know what I'm saying? But you got, you replace the haters, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because those are
That
the
you,
people who never had a dream. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? They never
big fact.
had. They just their dream was to ruin your dream, and since they
That's a
couldn't do
bar.
that,
Hmm. You know, now they're bitter. Now they're all bitter about it.
it's that
You can
jaded
see it.
shit.
Yeah, you could see it. You could see it, and I experienced it too. I'm experiencing it now. But I got a show over in 845 over in Middletown Sunday, and you asked some people. You know, I understand some people got what they doing, but what people be doing on a Sunday. You be like, yo, just pop out, like you be like ah,
They're like,
you know,
it's like 4 blocks away, dude. Come
like
on.
like
You know how big a
type
New
shit.
York block is? It's fucking forever
Yeah,
long. Come on.
yeah. This is, what I'm saying. But yeah, it be like that, and I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? I'm always, I keep it in the back of my mind.
Yeah, and
If it,
sometimes life does happen. It's just facts. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
hmm hmm
And that's respectful. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never mad at somebody like if they're like, oh, I'm sorry to show up to the live. I'm like, no, man, you got like, look, bro. I just want to make sure you're good. Like, I have people just not come to a show. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And
hmm
I'm like, the first thing I'm doing, I'm like, hey, is everything okay, man? I just want to make
Right.
sure that you're all right. Say, let me know what's good.
Facts.
You know,
Fact.
because I don't know, man. I always worry about people. I don't know. My mom probably did something to me psychologically when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Always worrying and shit.
Nah, that's all right, man. That's all right, man. You're definitely a good person for checking on the well being of your people, man. Not a lot of people do that, man.
Hey, man, we all on this crazy ass globe together, man. If we can't have people we can
Word.
count on, dude, we just out here on islands.
Word, that 196,900, 196,900,000 miles we on, man. Like, so we gotta, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Square miles we on. So we gotta be, we definitely gotta be aware and aware of our people. Word up.
That's a fact, man. I love it. I love it. My dude Rude Knox in the house, man. He said, "What up, Thought Provoker?" Hell
What's
yeah,
good? What's
salute.
good? What's good, y'all?
He just got his
Appreciate y'all for
second
tapping in,
Easter
man.
done. He had
Okay.
his lady's Easter, his lady's parents' Easter was this weekend, so he got that shit
Oh,
done.
okay. All
Yeah,
right. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all for that, man.
absolutely. So, man, I know it's getting late over there, dude. I don't want to keep you too long, but I do want to thank you again for your time, man. It's been a very, very intellectually based conversation, and I love hearing some stories of, you know, preparation and all that. I'm glad you shared those with us, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. And salute to the platform. Can't wait to do that. Do this again soon. And shout out to all that tuned in for real.
Absolutely. I'll definitely hit you in the DMs, shoot you some dates on that album review, and we'll get that set up as well.
Absolutely, my brother. Peace to you and peace to your platform, man.
Absolutely. You got anybody you want to shout out before we take off?
I want to shout out EMS. I want to shout out my brothers in the committee. Spade, KD, Mo Carter, my boy Merk. I want to shout out to all underground hip hop. Shout out and salute to y'all for keeping me sharp and giving me something to aspire to be. Want to give a shout out to my lady for her help with my creative direction as well. Shout out to her, and shout out to the family that's been supporting me the whole time. And shout out to Underground Hip Hop Media. Shout out to you all for playing a huge part in helping develop and helping to highlight underground artists. Y'all doing y'all thing, and I love it. Thank y'all.
Appreciate you, man. And big shout out to H over there at WVCC Radio, man, for
Yes,
setting
sir.
this up, man. We
H2.
appreciate you, brother. And a
Yes.
big shout out to the SGR crew, man. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for everybody who watches the replay. We appreciate you. Make sure that you hit the link in the description below to find my dude's IG and also Linktree. Even if you don't have IG, you can click on the link. It'll bring it up, and just click on the Linktree. You'll be able to find all the places his music is at. So, yeah, tap in, show support. Let's make those numbers go up as quickly as possible. You know how we do. All love goes to y'all. Nothing tomorrow. We were supposed to have Shakes on tomorrow for album review, but that's been delayed till Tuesday. So I know we don't usually go live on Tuesday, but we will be going live Tuesday, I believe at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you got time, come on through. My dude just got signed to Bone Thugs independent label, and he's got some heavy hitters on this album. So can't wait to have you guys hear this. Can't wait to fucking hear it as well. It's rare that we get to listen to an album in succession these days, so that's I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Toasted Tuesday with Shakes. Facts. Yo, I love y'all. Be good. Have a blessed weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. All right. Peace.
Peace.